Man, I'm about to crash out, bro. I gotta go to sleep earlier today because I got a lot of shit to do.
Alright.
I guess.
Yeah. Alright, peace.
Coach, from the stadium that hosted Super Bowl 51 back in 2017, we are inside NRG Stadium in Houston. They do it big here in Houston, and a second ago it was a Texas-sized welcome for their hometown guys. They're fired up and ready to go as they get set to match up with Matt Ryan and the Atlanta Falcons. First carry now for Kareem Hunt. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. To throw is Watson. And he completes it to Hunt. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and it'll be 3rd and 10. He felt the pressure coming there. That was a good job of just making something out of nothing, so to speak.
Yeah, took the hit and still made the play. You know, when we talk about runners, all right, and on running plays, runs after contact, we call that getting dirty yards, tough, gritty ones. To me, that's like the version of a dirty pass. He knows he's going to get smacked, yet still delivers the football and picks up good yardage.
The ball is out. Watson lost it, and the Falcons grab it. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So, should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball.
Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. That's called setting the tone right away.
It certainly is, and it lets you know just how important communication is amongst the offensive line. They talk about it all the time, knowing each other's moves. You've got to be coordinated and in sync. Otherwise, your quarterback gets hit.
To try again after the sack. Ryan, and he gets this one to Ridley complete. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Calvin Ridley. His 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point up and good by Catanzaro, and that makes the score 7-0. Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep, and they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
You know, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
twist. Watch the twist. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. Check 26, check 26, McCord.
Throwing again is Watson. He finds Randall Cobb with a completion. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. On first down, Watson. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Dayon Buchanan coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Throwing on second and long. Watson flushed out right. Now he'll pull it down. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for third down.
Partner was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on second down.
Throwing on third down, Watson. Now he's going to send this one deep right side. This is caught. Touchdown, Houston. Randall Cobb. His third touchdown now on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Deshaun Watson, he's a lot of fun to watch in the pocket, but when he's forced out of the pocket like that, he can make those big plays downfield.
Almost a bad thing when you're pass rushing and you force a Deshaun Watson out of the pocket. He creates extra time. He has the poise to keep his eyes downfield and locate receivers, and it turns into a little bit of a scramble drill for the defensive backs. Where is everyone? And Deshaun Watson finds his target for a big, big play.
This fielded at the 2. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Around the NFL, a game going on in Washington, and the Redskins there out to an early lead. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Whitney merciless, able to record his 5th sack of the season. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
The punter Bosher on now as he gets this one away. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Falcons grab it. And this is going to be brought back. It's a scoop and score for the Falcon TD. Point after now from Catanzaro. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really looked clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Credit that sack to Dante Fowler Jr.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Check your hot read.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Check. Check 31. Check 99. Check 99. Hey, switch gears. Alert. 45, 45, Mike, 45. Wahoo. Let's get in them holes.
Back to throw, Watson. Being chased out left. And he's going to keep it here. A breakdown defensively there as the scramble is going to set him up with a much more manageable 3rd down. I thought they were going to sack him there like they did on 1st down. Great coverage, but he found a way to move with his legs.
Yeah, his ability to take off, not only did he get some yardage back, he got a little bit extra. Really helps him on 3rd down, makes it manageable now.
To throw on 3rd down, Watson. He's got Evans. And he takes this thing way down into Atlanta territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 57 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. A shotgun snap for Watson. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. The safety, Keanu Neal, there to knock that one free.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Hey, check Mike 45. 54. Check the outs.
Back to the air, Watson on 2nd down. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Dante Fowler able to record his 5th sack of the season.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
3rd and long. It's Watson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Randall Cobb with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth 1st half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This is taken at his 4. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Well, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. A first down carry for Smith. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
On 2nd and 9, Ryan throwing middle, but it's incomplete. There defensively to knock it away was the safety, Justin Reed.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
On 3rd down, Ryan. The open man is Smith. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Falcons. Ito Smith, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Catanzaro now for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
On 2nd and 12, Watson stepping up. He'll try and run. Pretty nice gain on the scramble. Gets him 12 yards. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
Pull together. First thing. You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. Check nickel, nickel, nickel. Now let's go.
Watson on 3rd down. And he'll find Akins there, complete. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Hey, 59.
Watson on 1st down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Watson. Flush to his right. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Showing up. I 59. 10. I 31. 6 guys. 24.
To the air yet again, Watson. Going deep here for Stills. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
1st and 10.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is third down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Here's Ryan looking deep for Julio. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed.
So first thing across my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely, and from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. On first down, they go right back to Hunt. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. In their mind, certainly a field goal try would be a letdown. They had the great starting field position, now facing 3rd down. Now it's Watson. Eluding the pressure right. He may try and... Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. Nifty running there, but it'll come on what should be the final play of half number 1. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Now Ryan. He rifles one that's intercepted. Zach Cunningham with a pick. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for them.
And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Kareem Hunt, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and we are tied at 21. So all square here in this 3rd quarter as the kick's away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They'll need to regroup after the costly interception last time. It led to a tying touchdown. 21-all is where we stand, and they've got it 1st and 10. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
It's a gain of 7.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. Looking deep downfield, and that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that, and thus far they've been successful.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. And now here's a deep shot that's complete. 20! Touchdown, Falcons! Julio Jones, his 2nd touchdown on the season as they have taken the lead. Extra point good by Catanzaro, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A gain of 32 that time. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Watson. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Dante Fowler in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Throwing on 2nd and long. Watson airing this one out for Evans. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. And it's 3rd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Watson throwing on 3rd and long. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had to fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete.
At their own 20-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. 2nd and 9 now from the 21. To throw is Ryan. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A gain there of 21 yards. Ryan now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. On the draw, this is Smith. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. Now on 2nd and 13. Ryan. And he will find his man on the outside. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete.
Partner, the way this offense has marched up and down the field during this game, it's almost a surprise to see an incomplete pass on 3rd down, isn't it?
Yeah, they have had their foot on the gas all game long, but here finally stalling out. And that ball's going to angle out at the 3-yard line. A beauty.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
And from that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
Alert 3. No. Off. Joker.
Now a 1st down throw. Watson. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
I guess they figure with a guy who is that hot downfield, who knows how to get the ball into the end zone, you throw it up and give him every opportunity, even though that one fell incomplete.
Yeah, he's already been in the end zone multiple times. Tried to target him again deep there, but unsuccessful. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards.
What a catch, and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
Well, those gloves, they do have a little grip to them,
They
don't
get that
they?
little extra tackiness to them now, and I know the guys in the NFL, the competition committee, some other places, they're talking about examining those gloves to see if they're having too much of an effect on the game.
Back now here on EA Sports. It's Texans football, but they trail here as we get started in the 4th quarter. In 2018, Deshaun Watson had 5 fourth-quarter comebacks. Only Drew Brees of the Saints had more with 6. On 1st down, it's Watson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Kill, turn up.
On 2nd and 10, Watson. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
45, Mike, 45.
From the gun on 3rd, Watson. And he finds Stills, complete. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 44-yard line. The drive can search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Watson. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Tack McKinley. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Now Watson. And now he'll tuck it and run. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Now Watson on third down. He completes it to Evans. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. They convert on third with a gain of 22. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me.
And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. Trying to get it that time to Stills. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hey, 59, ready?
They'll run it here with Smith. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And here's a throw taken in by Boyd. Past the 20, 10, and he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Tyler Boyd, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Falcons push further out in front. Extra point up and good by Catanzaro. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away.
Let's go, Buck.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. To throw is Watson, operating from the gun, forced out to his left. He's going to let it fly, and that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. On 2nd and 10, Watson escaping the pressure right. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off inside the 5. And a very good return as he takes us all the way up to the 35-yard line. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the 1st.
41 Mike.
Here's Olison. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
On 2nd down, it's Smith. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. From midfield now, here's Ryan. It's caught. Jones. And he's got this down to the 35. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 35. Ryan now 10 of 17 throwing the ball. He's got a first and 10.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Let's go, baby.
So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the fourth quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for the Falcons, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Arizona to take on the Cardinals. Meanwhile, for Houston, the loss will move them back to 3-2 on the year. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to KC to take on the Chiefs. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.